Imagine a world where your thoughts aren't private, where having a special gift makes you, well, a target.
And where the line between who you trust and who you fight, it just gets blurrier all the time.
What would you risk?
Yeah.
What would you do to fight back in a world like that? Today, we're plunging into the intense world of Silver Elite. It's a story set on this continent, ruled really by the iron fist of the command.
Yeah, it's a gripping narrative.
We're-
I've got some fascinating excerpts from the novel to guide us.
And our deep dive focuses on Wren. She's a young woman with these extraordinary abilities, forced to go undercover, right into the system designed to crush people like her.
Our mission today is to pull out the core insights from her journey.
We'll look at her powers, her dangerous mission, the really complex relationships she forms.
And the heavy moral questions she faces. It's a shortcut, really, to the heart of this dystopian saga.
Okay, let's get into it.
So right away, you see this world defines people by their very nature. Wren is what they call modified.
Or aberrant, even silverblood. Those are the terms the ruling class, the primes, use.
Exactly. And these mods, they have enhanced gifts, which makes them feared,
Yeah.
hunted by the command.
They're basically scapegoats, blamed for past conflicts like the last war that really wrecked the continent.
Their existence itself is seen as a threat.
And Wren's specific gifts are, well, they're significant. They're key to her survival, but also her danger.
Primarily, she has telepathy and mind reading. She can link up mentally with other mods, communicate that way.
But reading primes, that's different.
Very different. It's like hitting a wall in active resistance that causes her actual pain, almost like an electric shock, you could say, makes spying incredibly risky.
She also has projection. She can push images or thoughts into someone else's mind.
But there's another power, isn't there? One that's much darker and maybe harder to handle.
Yeah, the big one. Incitement.
Terrifying, really. The ability to command others' actions. But for Wren, it's not something she can just switch on and off, especially early on.
It bursts out, right, under extreme emotional pressure.
Exactly. We see it even when she's young, that accidental incitement of her uncle Jim when she was terrified. It's not a minor thing, it's a volatile weapon.
Such a heavy thing to carry, especially considering her background. Growing up hidden away in the Blacklands with Jim.
Her adoptive uncle, yeah. But he wasn't just family, he was an insurgent, hunted by the command himself.
And he trained her constantly, how to shield her mind, create decoys, basically, how to survive.
He was preparing her for this harsh reality, General Redden's regime, where being an aberrant puts a target on your back. Fear is everywhere.
And that fear, that tension, it just explodes during Liberty Day.
Ah, Liberty Day, supposedly a break, a time soldiers can visit home. But for Wren, it's all suspicion.
She has this run-in at an inn, kind of flirty, with a soldier.
But he asks too many questions about her ranch. She gets suspicious, tries to read his mind.
And hits that wall again. Steel thick, she describes it.
She has no idea who she's just met, Captain Cross Redden, a name that's going to become central to her life.
That encounter, it seems almost fated, because things go bad very quickly after that.
Very quickly, Jim is arrested, dragged before a tribunal, treason, concealing an aberrant.
And the key player there is Jade Valance.
General Redden's top mind reader. Not just any prime, she's known for breaking through almost any mental shield. Jim doesn't stand much chance against her.
Wren is desperate. She reaches out to the uprising, the network, begging them to rescue Jim.
And they refuse, flat out. He's deemed expendable. Too risky to save him.
That's brutal. What's the point of a resistance if they won't save their own people?
It throws that question right in your face, doesn't it? The uprising has its own cold calculations. Pragmatism over sentiment, even when it's harsh.
But that refusal, that expendable label, it changes something in Wren.
Fundamentally. Then comes the execution. Public. Awful.
Jim faces it with dignity. Sends her that final telepathic message.
I love you, Wren. I hope you know that. Just heartbreaking.
And in that moment, all that grief, that rage...
Her incitement power just erupts, uncontrolled. She forces the whole firing squad, 8 soldiers, to turn their guns on themselves.
Wow. The mental toll must have been immense.
Absolutely, it nearly breaks her. But it's a point of no return. She's no longer just hiding. Grief becomes this catalyst for, well, violent rebellion.
And the consequences are immediate. Arrested right there by Cross Redden and his team.
Tyler struck, Xavier Ford. They take her in.
But even then, she uses Jim's training. During the interrogation, she plays dumb, pretends to be a normal prime. She's surprisingly good at deception.
Very skilled. But the command gives her an ultimatum. Not much of one, really.
Join the Silver Block program, this elite training unit, or get shipped off to a labor camp.
Cross even calls it the illusion of choice. He's quite cynical about it.
So initially, Wren thinks, okay, I'll get myself kicked out.
Right. She tries to fail, gives up her bunk, messes up at the shooting range, anything to seem incompetent.
But the uprising intercepts her again.
They have a different plan. A new contact, Adrienne tells her. No, you need to excel. You need to get into Silver Elite. Replace an agent they just lost, Betima.
Talk about pressure. Now she has to succeed in the enemy's camp.
And the training is brutal. Combat drills, psychological stuff like resistance to interrogation, RTI.
While juggling these new relationships, Liddy, who seems gossipy but is actually kind.
Kane, the charming flirt, maybe too charming.
And Roe, General Redden's son. Arrogant, dangerous, the embodiment of the command's power.
It's a minefield, and then there's that moment with her scars.
In the showers, yeah. Liddy sees her burn scars.
And Wren calls them memories, not just marks, but symbols of her past, her survival.
Yeah.
Makes you think, what scars do we all carry, you know? How do they shape us?
Deep question. As she gets deeper in, the missions become real. Covert ops, intelligence gathering.
Like the mission to Haven, where she plays the part of a naive girl perfectly to get information. She's learning the game.
But the biggest game changer is discovering who Wolf is. Her telepathic confidant all this time.
It's a massive shock. Wolf is Captain Cross Redden.
The man who arrested her. The son of the general.
Suddenly, their connection, already intense, becomes incredibly complicated. Conflicting loyalties, hidden truths.
And speaking of hidden truths, Cross himself is modified. With telepathy.
Yes. And his mother, Vanessa, hidden away by the general, is also a mod. Though her mind is fragmented, it completely changes the picture of the ruling family. It's not black and white at all.
The lines are just so blurred. Meanwhile, the danger escalates. Roe Dunbar kills Betima.
Just accuses her of being modified, probably falsely, and murders her cold blood.
That must have solidified Wren's resolve, seeing that kind of unchecked power and cruelty up close.
Absolutely. It fuels her determination to bring them down from the inside.
And through all this, Cross is protecting her, covering for her mistakes, arguing with his own father for her.
His loyalty is undeniable, even though he must suspect or even know more about her than he lets on. He's walking his own tightrope.
We see his darker side too, though, those pit fights.
Oh, yeah. Especially the one between him and Xavier Ford, his own lieutenant. It's brutal.
It shows Cross has this capacity for ruthlessness.
Yet he has this incredibly tender moment with Wren about her scars.
Calling them beautiful, battle wounds, a testament to her strength.
That must have profoundly affected how she saw herself and him, cementing their bond despite everything.
It all leads towards the Silver Jubilee, General Redden's big celebration.
And a perfect target for the uprising.
Wren's mission. Plant charges at the venue, high stakes, needing her jammer tech to avoid detection.
But she runs straight into Jade Valance.
The mind reader, face to face. And Jade sees it all. Wren's identity, her mission, everything.
She's cornered. What does she do?
She uses her incitement. A second major use of it forces Jade Valance to shoot herself.
Whoa, that's calculated cold.
It is. It saves her, but it shows how much she's changed, how ruthless she's willing to be for the mission. Her power is becoming more controlled, more weaponized.
And the chaos doesn't stop there. The general's speech. He starts losing it. His mind fragments publicly. But it's not natural.
It's Adrienne. Right, the uprising's corrupter.
Exactly. A rare type of mod who can deliberately break minds. It shows the uprising plays dirty, too. Very dirty.
Then the bombs go off, the uprising's bombs, separate from Wren's mission, and it's pandemonium.
Perfect cover. But things go wrong for Wren in the chaos. Roe captures her.
And then the ultimate betrayal. Liddy.
Under duress, terrified, Liddy points out Wren's blood mark, confirms she's modified. Just like that, a friend turns on her. Fear is a powerful motivator.
Crushing. But Cross arrives.
He can't just save her openly. It would expose him. So he makes a choice. A sacrifice.
He arranges her escape, trusting Xavier Ford to get her out.
It's a huge act of love, of commitment. He even tells Xavier the truth about himself, that he's modified too.
And raises doubts about his mother, suggesting maybe the uprising corrupted her, that she wasn't born modified. So many layers.
Now Wren and Xavier have to make this incredibly dangerous journey.
Across the Blacklands, heading for the dagger, the uprising's base.
And just when you think things can't get more complicated,
Kane shows up. The charming recruit everyone thought was dead.
turns out he's uprising. Has been all along. And he leaked info about Wren and Cross to Cross's brother, Travis. Alliances are just constantly shifting.
Before they part ways for good, though, Wren and Cross have one last moment.
A farewell at the edge of the Blacklands. He tells her he loves her, promises to keep fighting from inside the command.
Can that kind of love survive, separated on opposite sides of a hidden war?
It's a huge question the story leaves hanging. Finally, Wren and Xavier reach the dagger.
And we see the resistance isn't just a few scattered people. It's organized, strong.
So Wren's journey, it's been immense. From hiding in fear to being forced into the enemy's ranks, becoming this calculating operative.
Finding love in the most unexpected, dangerous place.
She's had to grapple with her powers, with loyalty, with the sheer moral messiness of rebellion.
Yeah, this deep dive really highlights how identity can shift, how lines between good and bad blur, the weight of sacrifice.
And how love and loyalty can somehow persist even in the worst circumstances.
But now she's with the uprising. She's seen their ruthlessness, firsthand mind corruption, labeling people expendable. She's been betrayed by both sides, really.
Both the command and the uprising commit atrocities for their cause. So where does that leave Wren?
How does she reconcile her mission with her conscience, knowing what she knows now, with her powers, her connections?
Can she actually fight for a better world when both sides seem tainted by darkness? What kind of leader, or maybe what kind of destroyer, will she become?
A lot to think about. Until our next deep dive.